Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for the entire month of July for my Leos. Let me be the first. Happy birthday, July 23rd. It goes into your season. So this is the longer reading and I used then 3 decks of cards. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives me that main message. I then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, kind of fills in those gaps, and then I finish with my Osha Zen Tarot cards for any words of advice. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused the decks with Reiki energy, but this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, so this is going to be for the whole month. I thought that I would do whole month readings instead of the twice a month reading, for July, August, and September. If we like this is great. We'll continue. If we want them twice a month, I'm flexible with that too. It just seems that a lot of people like the short, quick readings too. But I think there's still value in the longer readings. Now, the other thing is there's a lot of energies going on in July. So I did a little clip. It's 12 minutes and 22 seconds. So I'm going to insert it in just a moment. And if you want to watch it, go right ahead. If you want to just go right to the readings, just 12 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay? So I will see you on the flip side. July is going to be filled with a lot of energy. Okay? So I did take some notes over here, so if my eyes drift over there, know why I'm doing that. But July, we start off with a new moon on the 2nd. And the 2nd, we also have a solar eclipse. Now, that's going to be seen more in the Pacific. So the people in the Northern Hemisphere will not necessarily see that. Then, that's on the 2nd. Then on the 16th, we have a partial lunar eclipse on the full moon. And now that will be in Capricorn. And that will be seen more in Europe. Okay? Now, the solar eclipse is when the moon covers the sun, and the lunar eclipse is when the earth comes in between the moon and the sun. So the earth casts its shadow onto the moon. Both of these have very strong energies, and you can expect this energy to last for about 6 months, probably until the 25th, 26th of December, when we have another solar eclipse. Now, the new moon on the 2nd, this will be in the sign of Cancer, but there's a lot of astrological influences from Gemini on this. Now, the Cancer itself will be more of an emotional time. It will be about family, home, and you have to kind of watch your emotions a little bit because, again, remember, this is energy that will be lasting 6 months. It can fluctuate a little bit. The thing about this is that it's basically holding on to old grudges, old hurts, old patterns, okay? So again, the best thing to do when this happens is to try to forgive, try to forget. Remember, when I say forgive, I'm not saying that you have to, allow that energy back into your life. No. But forgiveness helps you, okay? Though the energy from Gemini, that actually will be bringing about a more playful, fun type of energy. And it will be about, it's a hopeful energy, and it will be about new beginnings, starting stuff. So this is the time. Remember, full moon to new moon is the waning moon, and that's when you release. New moon to full moon is the waxing moon. That's when you request. So this is really a good time. If there are things that you really want, if there are things that goals, aspirations, think about them, write them down. We talk about that all the time. Write them down, post them on the refrigerator. And, because this is about those new beginnings. And again, this energy will last longer. Now we go back to the full moon on the 16th. And that one, like I said, that's in Capricorn, and it's a partial lunar eclipse. it's like having a full moon on steroids, okay? It's that much stronger. Any of these, any of these eclipses, it basically puts so much oomph to this, to the, astrological. Now, let's see. It's time for you to work on your own confidence. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. Now, don't rely on others for your own, don't rely on others so much that, for their opinions, okay? So that's one of the things. But this is going to be there's going to be really intense emotions in the more public scene. This is kind of like that Scorpio moon we were talking about a couple months back. The full moon, secrets aren't allowed here. Well, this is going to be exposing the dirt, okay? So this is digging up all the dirt, having secrets, be seen, then having to deal with these secrets. Now, a smaller, arena could be that you found out that a relationship, somebody has been unfaithful in a relationship. Now, relationships can be work, people, personal, family. And so it doesn't necessarily mean, totally interpersonal. Maybe your work promised you something and, and they had no intention of following through. Maybe you found that this relationship you were in, one of you was not honest or, unfaithful. So these things come out. However, it's going to be on a more public scene too. Public figures, okay? And this is going to be going on until that December. This is, again, many people, okay, I'm reading this, many people will try to keep their behaviors hidden, but without success. This is, the social norms will be torn down. Now, social norms such as, say that, again, we'll use work, say that you've been bullied, and, nobody, or there's a bully that you work with. Nobody goes to HR. Well, somebody does go to HR, and then the HR comes and interviews everybody and finds out, yes, there is a bully. So, new policies are written, things like that. But think of that even bigger. Think of that more globally, okay? Think about, just things coming out that, our public figures will not want us to see, okay? Now, this is also important too. This is a lot of, between these two energies, okay, the new moon and the full moon, a lot of karmic binds will be broken, okay? Because this is also, this full moon, because things are being revealed, it's kind of like the Tower card where everything's falling down, but it's, breaking down so it could be rebuilt. This is all about, again, new beginnings. So you have to kind of think about, where are you? Are you the one that's looking to uncover secrets? Are you the one holding secrets? Are you the one that doesn't even know that anyone has secrets, okay? Many times that's me. It's like, oh, I was surprised at that. So just be aware of that, because these two energies are both about new beginnings. But there is a lot of rough tearing down with before those new beginnings happen. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be a bigger energy. Now we go back to the 7th through the 31st. And that's when we have Mercury retrograde. Okay? Mercury retrograde, and that will be in both the signs of Cancer and Leo. So look at, I do put up there, that way that you can see your influencing energies. I do put a website. It's under the About tab, and you can look and you click on the website, put your information in, and it'll tell you. Major things is, of course, your rising, your ascending, your Venus, and your moon. Those are some of the major influencers. So Mercury, what that does is that rules intellect, education, communication, and your thoughts, okay? So we generally think of Mercury as negative because it can be very, very disruptive. Now, also too, the retrograde is actually an illusion of it going retrograde. I don't want to go into what all that's about. Also, there's such a thing called shadow retrogrades. And shadow retrogrades they start about 2 weeks prior, and they end 2 weeks later. So we're having this on the 7th. Hopefully I'll get these posted today on the 23rd. So that influence is starting now. So what happens is Mercury is slowing down now, so it can make that appearance of going backwards. Okay? So then that would last until August 14th, the influencing. Now the other thing about it though is that Mercury retrograde is not always negative. It can be, it can be put there. I mean, it can help you to refocus. It can help you to slow down. Now the other thing, and this is really, I like this one, it can also bring back the past. So that's when those people come in that you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since way back when, and this helps with lessons. This is part of that karmic, so all of this is part of that karmic binds being broken or cut. So with those lessons, those are lessons that you might have learned but you didn't close, or these are lessons that you didn't quite learn but you need to close. So it could be something like that. The other thing, it could be something that we still need to learn from so that it can close. Now, the other thing too is that sometimes the universe uses this time to right a wrong. Now, what does that mean? Say that you were in a very loving relationship and for whatever reason it broke, but you were meant to be in a loving relationship. Maybe you had a career and the career, all of a sudden it just was like pulled out from you, okay? So something like that, a relationship that didn't go the way it was supposed to. Well, the universe is saying, no, you were supposed to have this. So your loving relationship could either be that that person comes back into your life, okay, or because you were supposed to have a loving relationship, a new person comes in, okay? Now, the career could be your career, it, dissolved, you went on, and now it's like your career is picking up again. It could be that you're an artist and things dissolved and then all of a sudden it starts to come back. It's like the universe is giving back to you. Now, you're always, I tell people is, not to start jobs, not to start things in Mercury retrograde if you can not do that, But sometimes the universe wants you to start because, again, it's where you were supposed to be. So it has to go back. The energy is such that it has to go back to the past so that you can go forward again, okay? And then, now, the last thing is that Leo season begins, and that's on the 23rd to July 23rd to August 23rd. And Leo is ruled by the sun, and Leo energy is warm, kind, but it can also burn, it can also hate, it can also be mean. So be aware that if you've got whatever these traits are that you may have internally, that you actually have, it could pull those out. So if you have been working on, so again, it can be loving as opposed to being mean. If you've been working on holding, your temper, well, this could be a time that your temper flares up, okay? This could be a time that if you are somebody who is a very big giver, giver of emotions, well, this could be a time where you just feel like you love the world, okay? So I just wanted to add that in, and I wanted to make sure the message was very consistent. So a lot of interesting information there. There was just so much. Okay, let's go right into the reading now. I'm using my Radley Valentine again. Like I said, Angel Tarot cards. Let's see what's going on for our birthday month, or the beginning of our birthday season for Leos. Now, I'm always, I know that I said this in the clip about, if you're, part of Mercury retrograde is returning things, and I feel that that could be happening to my Leos. So again, when, I know I said this again, but, if there is something being offered to you, really think about it. Think about whether it's what you want. Don't let Mercury retrograde keep you from going forward, because the fact that, you know, Leo is in Mercury retrograde, a lot of this means that, you know, that this energy will continue for like a month or two later. Okay, so 3 cards are down and they are all reversed, so this is going to be a very strong birthday message for you. Let's see what we have here. We have the 9 of air. Okay, so what's going on? We're worried. We're expecting the worst. This is that, you know, not trusting. This is about not trusting. This is not trusting. Is it not trusting somebody, you know, that's in our relationship? Yeah, work, personal, you know, family. Is that what's going on? Is it not trusting ourselves? What is this that we're not trusting? So air is, of course, our Gemini, Libra, and our Aquarius energy. It's our thoughts energy. It's our Wi-Fi energy. Is there merit to us not trusting? Let's see. So this is expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. Next card, the Queen of Fire. Okay, this is definitely Leo energy. Now, fire is also Aries and Sagittarius, but I'm sorry. This is Leo. This is Leo, whether you be male or female. This is you going forward, being confident. So maybe it's not even you expecting the worst. Maybe there's people around you telling you, oh, don't do this, don't do that, you know, making you doubt yourself. Maybe there's people around you, you know, you're making some decisions and they're telling you, don't do it, don't do it. But this is saying, do it. Do it. Whatever this is, do it. And have confidence in yourself. Now, the thing is, it has to feel right to you too, you know. But you know, even then, it may be something that's just so, you know, that's so unexpected. And, you know, I'm feeling like, you know, like something that's just kind of, you know, like a thrill-seeking type of thing too. So, okay, you know. Okay, Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Okay, last card, the 9 of Water. Oh my gosh. Make a wish. Make a birthday wish, Leos. I know, especially, you know, I'm not going to, well, especially the ones in July. Me. But it is like things are coming your way. Things are working out for you. I feel that this is more outside influences. This is more, you know, but you know what? You're a devil may care. You might just say, you know what? Maybe it doesn't make sense, but I'm doing it anyway because I have the wish card. I have the 9 of Cups. You know, this is 9 of Water. Water is, of course, our Cancer. So something could be happening really in that Cancer part of the season too. You know, but it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional energy, but this is something that's really, I feel like this is really very positive for us, okay? This is extremely positive. So your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. So it might be, again, okay, so let's kind of make this, what could this be, Deb? Okay, now, you know, there are a lot of things. Remember that Uranus and Taurus thing, you know, so changes in our jobs, changes in our careers, changes. You know, it could be that, you know, that things are returning that are not exactly the same things. The one example I gave about the career coming back to you, having an opportunity open up, and it's like, wow, I used to do that. I can do that. You know, things that, you know, just, I feel that for many of our Leos, it's positive, it's things that we lost, you know, things that we lost that are returning to us. Things, or, you know, things that, yeah, things we walked away from, you know, that type of thing. But whatever it is, you know, it's again, we got the wish card. We got the wish card. Yeah. Don't you notice when it's really good, I start talking about we. So let's go on. This is really positive. It's positive stuff. Now, let's go on and see, you know, can you clarify a little bit more for us? This is the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I really like these cards. I would use them more so, but they don't have court cards. So they don't have the page, the knight, the queen, the king. So it's, you know, I'm not, you know, that's part of where I guess where they go with the oracle piece. But I do love the, I do love what they do have. So let's go here. 1, 2, and 3. And see what we've got here. First card, passion ignited. This is all, this, you know, we're coming into that season. This is, you know, one, new beginnings, you know, things starting for us, feeling excited, feeling like anything is possible, feeling hopeful. You know, just be careful about our egos, okay? Just be careful about our egos. And one thing I'll give you a piece of advice on is if you are interviewing, if you are excited about something or someone, slow your speech down, okay? Just, I don't know why, but just slow it down a little bit. Because sometimes we can come off too, you know, our energy can be very strong, and if that other person isn't prepared to receive it, okay, just be that. Just slow it down, whoever that's for, and I know probably for me too, but slow it down. Next card, memories of love. So this kind of goes back to my thought about things being returned. This is memory. This is like lost thoughts, lost memories. Not, I shouldn't say lost. These are memories that have gone by. And it's like something is coming back. Something's coming back. Maybe it's for us to deal with. That's okay. But I feel like it's, you know, the fact that it's memories of love, I feel like it's something that is like being gifted to us. Next card. Okay. Upside down. Money. Money, money, money. Movement, choices, and decision. I feel money though. I do feel money. Maybe it's, you know, maybe it's our grandma sending, well, mine's not here, but sending us $5 in a card. I don't know. But I really feel, that we are moving into, you know, again, what we're doing now, we could be doing something totally different in a year or in 6 months or in 3 months, you know, but again, it's movements. I feel movement in, you know, the fact that this is on the wish card, you know, so whatever it is that you are looking for, you're wanting, you're wishing for, it's like movement towards that. But again, with that, you have to make some decisions. You have to make some commitments. You have to, you know, you have to decide, is the return on investment worth my energies? It's all of those types of thoughts. So maybe that's where that 9 of air comes from. You know, it's like, yeah, I really like this, but you know, if I do this, then, you know, I've got, you know, other people like around me, you know, so, but it's still something that with my Leos, you're just going to do what you know, what you feel to be the right thing. Okay. Oops. Okay. Now let's go and say, okay, let's see. Any words of advice? Last words of advice for my Leos. I like this card. I mean, I like this. This is very, very positive energies. Very, again, I get that thing of things returning, being returned. Okay, you know, now I get this for some of the other signs too, and that's probably with this, but this is a different one. This is a different, different return. You know, some people have had things stolen from them, and this is, you know, this feels extremely, extremely right. Okay, first card, beyond illusion. So what is beyond illusion? Reality? Is it something that, you know, we're seeing, you know, okay, so this could be that you need to, you know, that we need to look at things realistically. We need to look at things not how we want them to be, but how they are. So maybe we need to do that. Or is this telling us that there's more? You know, maybe the illusion is that there's less. Do you know what I mean? So that there might actually be more that going on that we don't even know about. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Next card. Okay, reversed. Projection. So now that goes back with that beyond, you know, illusions. All right, you know, be careful about putting, projecting what you want. Well, be careful projecting whether it be positive or negative, because, it may not necessarily be the total reality. Okay, let's go on. Okay. Now this is funny because this is on the movement, choices, and decision cards, and this is traveling. This is traveling. Now, the road may not always be, very clear to us, but we are moving forward again, Leos. We are going to that sun. We are going on a big adventure. Now, are you open to that? Are you open to that? Because if you're not, that's okay too. You don't have to do that. We have choices. We can just say, you know what, I'm pretty content where I'm at right now. And that is okay. That is actually okay. But, the fact that it's on, okay, so the fact that it's on your wish comes true, the wish card, and then we have movement, choices, and decision, and then we have traveling. It looks like things continue to go forward for Leos, and it looks like it's going into a very positive spot. So I like that. I like that. Now, again, 23rd of July forward. Happy birthday to the July Leos. And we'll talk again to the August Leos. But happy birthday to you too. But remember to like, share, and subscribe. And my Leos, as always, know that you are loved. Be blessed.